In the name of God. This is a statement from Anonymous Egypt, the Electronic Army, and who behind them. Their aim is to know who I am, and this is a fact that utilize clear. They say that my name is Muhammad Yahya, a traitor and works for the 6th of April movement, and a financier spy for the Brotherhood, and many other accusations. That brings followers to say harmed things to me, and other enter to defend me, and became the goal is making a split between followers, which is supposed that they are not a supporter to Muslim Brotherhood, and all of them are in favor of the regime, and all this is for one reason, that I say my real name is such and works for so and so. This shows the bankruptcy informational and thanks to God, will remain unknown. But, my love and loyalty on the internet that known to others is to raise awareness. Smear campaigns against the baddies but appeal and national betrayal not only affects the righteous. The question remains, for the benefit of who? Reveal my identity to enemies and stalk me with Iranian Revolutionary Guard agents. Shiite. Since 2011, the owner of the channel financiers of Al-Qaeda Wal-Naz, as Tariqner, which was receiving station all opponents of Islam, whether leftist, Shiite or skeptical. Look for yourself and see who is the announcer or information appears on the channel has the conscience of Al-Qaeda Wal-Naz. And if you want to know the recordings of the activists that arrived to Abdul Rahim Ali, the owner of Al-Bawaba News, which, in turn, the official sponsor for Electronic Army recordings, I tell you about how, which was short, Muhammad El-Baradei in his capacity as the President of the Arab Republic of Egypt's future and with activists of the revolution to put al-Baradei list the President of Egypt. As we all know that he has been radio calls for each person, what they deserve them from God, but how recordings Abdul Rahman, in the events of January was cut off the lines of 3 mobile phone companies, Mobinil, Vodafone, Etisalat, as well as internet lines. Thought that the Egyptian General Intelligence was the reason behind the loss of contact, but it would be wrong to think that is not reasonable, gentlemen, that General Intelligence extends Abdul Rahman recordings serve as a guide for those activists condemned. In a case not yet closed, this is a matter of national security, it is impossible to happen, but the truth in the lines, the first known ones declared, however, some of those close to punish on each character that I say. After service interruption for 3 days during the missed security vacuum elements of Iran's Revolutionary Guards to Egypt equipment blade high and controlled the 3 mobile networks through penetration of course, and entails the breakthrough of course, was the huge amount of leaks and recordings to Muhammad El-Baradei, Naqib Sawiris and the rest of their activists. But, what is the goal behind these recordings? As an element of pressure on Muhammad El-Baradei will be later in his capacity as President of the Republic, and any request from Persia, Iran, to Egypt will not remit El-Baradei, otherwise they will make the records live. And since the plan failed and was aborted, this revolution which did not bear fruit, as expected, Brotherhood ascended the K alternative plan Arab Spring. They are allies of Iran. And you know that the Mohammed Morsi received their president, where he is the first Iranian president to enter Egypt for nearly 36 years, was to be used in among other leaks this work of more national under the name Black Box, which is also a pressure from Shiites to cause a state of confusion and stop leaks after radio call Naqib Sawiris, because you know the relationship between him and Tariqner by Shiites in Egypt, and it was used as a scapegoat is Abdul Rahman, who got the leaks of Tariqner personally, the latter obtained by elements of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard when asked Abdul Rahim, from where you will say these leaks. Do not ask the press source. This is true. Do you think that the organs of the state to extend Abdul Rahim, the documents of the national security? The answer for myself, no. Yes. And we knew that Secretary General is channel behind Cairo and people. And now that we know who to confusion and know who I want to know me, Iranian Revolutionary Guard important and visible, I do not accuse the Army Cardboard directly because they are a group of amateur fame, and it is possible, however, do not understand this, and this flag when Allah not to impale them without him. Allah is a witness to what I say. Abu Omar, founder of Anonymous Egypt.